It's not... Is it filled with cocoa? Or is that just like...
Oh.
Start your day with silly and safe. Start your day with sassy and sage. Sincerely, simply, seriously cereal.
Everyone is welcome here.
Hey.
Hey, you.
Let's see what we're looking at today. Hey everyone, I'm Maxwell.
And I'm Jennifer, one of Maxwell's moms. Welcome to Seriously Cereal.
Episode number
501!
Thanks, numbsters.
Seriously Cereal is made possible by viewers like you.
And by Blue Legacy, a volunteer-run nonprofit dedicated to bringing people together.
You can find out more at
www.seriouslycereal.org. Thanks, Spoonie.
If you eat your cereal dry, then you are a snacker, like our buddy, Bowler.
Hello!
Hey. Or, if you prefer your cereal with milk, then you are a spooner, like our pal, Spoonie. He's also Seriously Cereal's director.
Every month we post episodes with a theme.
And this month's theme is...
Dessert cereal!
Thanks, numbsters.
Thank you! And today, we will be reviewing... Frosted Mini Wheats Cocoa.
Oh, it says on the back, turns the milk chocolatey.
Yeah, it says on the front too. It's
Oh.
not... Is it filled with cocoa? Or is that just like...
Oh,
That's what I'm curious about. It looks like it has like chocolate in it.
interesting.
Sure, so I'll have to look at that and look at the box. Yeah, okay, Spoonie, time to talk.
Well, chocolate and chocolate milk both remind me of dessert, so I can definitely see why this cereal is being reviewed in our dessert cereal month.
Yes. Although I should say that typically on the show, we consider a dessert cereal a cereal that has 12 grams of added sugar or more. So, as always, we'll check in with Fork and Million in a little bit. So,
Yeah, that's a very good point. Yeah.
Now, okay, let me just see. Okay, the ingredients are whole grain wheat and sugar and contains 2% or less of cocoa processed with alkali. So, I'm willing to bet it's probably not actually filled with cocoa. It probably just looks brown because, you know, cocoa is mixed into the wheat. I'm assuming. I mean, we'll see.
I'm very curious.
We'll see in a moment.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I am kind of glad about that. I thought this was going to be like a stuffed cereal thing, and those sometimes are okay, but at the same time, I mean, Frosted Mini Wheats are already kind of crunchy, and like, that seemed like it could be maybe get a little too dense for me. But, let's see.
And it is heavy. It is heavy. Dense things often are.
It's the word of the day. I'm Sunny, and
dense
is the word of the day.
Okay, so there are actually a couple different definitions of the word dense, but the kind of dense we're talking about right now is something that is packed very tightly to make it heavy or thick. And it's interesting because right here on the back, you guys, they have the little Minnie is his name, the little mascot, and it actually says, "They made me with 10 layers of awesomeness so we can do big things together."
Oh.
This is very heavy.
Yeah.
And these the wheat biscuits, they definitely are dense.
Yeah.
I believe that it's 10 layers of woven wheat all together. I would not be surprised at all.
All right. Yeah, let's find out more about Cocoa Frosted Mini Wheats. Okay. So they do something a little interesting with their serving sizes. They list it in biscuits, so yeah, that's kind of why it's good to measure out things here, because, okay, a serving size is 22 biscuits. Calories are 210, and total carbohydrates are 49 grams. Ooh.
I think that's the highest calories of any cereal we've reviewed this month.
I'd say at least the highest carbs, I think.
Yeah, I think both, actually. Which is interesting. Let's check about the sugar. For Chameleon?
Hello there, Maxwell and Jennifer.
Hey, For Chameleon. What's up with the added sugar?
Kiddos shouldn't have more than 12 grams of added sugar each day. Grown-ups can have up to 24 grams. But everyone should be careful not to eat too much sugar, because it doesn't do a very good job of helping us grow and be healthy. Today's cereal has
12
grams of added sugar.
Thanks, For Chameleon and Numpsters.
Glad to help.
Exactly 12 grams. Okay. So, kiddos, just have one serving of this for your sweet treat that day, and, measure it out properly. Count out those biscuits in a measuring cup. Super easy.
And I think when we taste this one, we'll count out the 22 biscuits and we'll see what the measurement is of that. And then we can share that information with you guys as well. So this is not officially a dessert cereal the way we call cereals dessert
which is usually
cereals.
over 12 grams. But, it can't be. But...
Yeah, but it's still chocolate, so it still gets to fit in our theme.
Yes.
Thank you, Spider.
Hey, Bowler and Dumpsters. What can you tell us about the price for this cereal?
What you're reviewing today costs...
$4.93.
And there are...
9
servings. Ha ha ha. Thanks for helping, Numpsters.
You're welcome.
Awesome. Thanks, Bowler and Dumpsters. Thank you too, Spider. Okay, so $4.93 divided by 9, that's 54 cents per serving.
Okay, so depending on where you shop, an average serving of cereal costs between 35 and 40 cents.
Yeah, so that's what, 14 cents over the average? It's not.
Yeah, that's a little high. That's a little high.
Yeah, it's more money for less servings. That's not very good. But I mean, hey, at least the the repeated score this month is done.
Ah, yes, the other cereals this month, they were all the same cost per serving. That is interesting.
$4.93 and 12 servings.
Yeah.
But I mean, I guess on one hand this is a family size box, but on the other hand it's like.
But you guys, if frosted mini wheats is what you like, then it's worth it. That's what I do always like to say. Like the kind of coffee that I like to drink, or more recently, the kind of tea I like to drink is a little bit more expensive than other teas and coffees, but I really do enjoy it more. So if this is one of your favorite cereals and you think you'd really like it, don't make the slightly higher price, talk you out of it.
Or
if you can afford it.
Or just, count out less than 22 biscuits.
Get more servings out of it.
Yeah.
Sure. Good point, Max. Yeah.
Oh, okay, Spooty. Time to taste. Okay, so this is 22 biscuits and it is just about a cup.
Okay.
Okay, but as usual we're gonna split a serving, but real quick, just before I pour the milk, and I'll give you last because I mean frosted mini wheats are not really a snacker cereal. But, we always try them as a snacker cereal. But real quick before I pour my milk though, it actually does look like some of the inner layers of wheat are very cocoa dusted. So it's not quite a stuffed cereal, but it does look like there's more cocoa on the inner layers.
Oh,
so they say
almost,
we have 10 layers of awesomeness. So
yes,
I guess
it almost looks like it's woven in. There's a layer of wheat, then a layer of cocoa, a layer of wheat, a layer of cocoa.
Besides that, they look about the same as normal frosted mini wheats. Unlike chocolate frosted mini wheats, the icing on top of them is just the normal white, just sugary icing from appearance-wise, anyway.
Oh,
right.
That's very chocolatey. Wow.
Oh, wow, yeah, you're right.
And that's it tastes like fresh milk chocolate. Yeah.
Yeah, actually. It's like one step down from Cocoa Pebbles. Sorry, not Cocoa Pebbles, Cocoa Puffs. Cocoa Puffs, I think, personally has the strongest, chocolate taste out of all the cereals, but, this is actually pretty good. This is distinctly milk chocolate.
Yeah. It's like biting into a milk chocolate egg on Easter or
like a chocolate
a
bar.
Moolicious Hershey bar.
Yeah.
That really creamy chocolate.
What?
I think it's called Moolicious. Yeah.
Moolicious. You made that up.
I did not.
Okay, so... All right, so... The taste is definitely interesting. It is a little bit... It is a little bit dry. It is a little bit dry starting off, so maybe let it just... Give it a bit of a moment, or... Yeah.
You want to talk about dry, mister?
I know. I mean, that's what I'm saying, but...
I love frosted mini wheats as a snacker.
Oh, you do?
I'm going to tell you guys, and this is why. They have this frosting on the top, but it's not sticky. And
that is true.
It's not tiny. You know, so I can take a whole serving easily in like a little Ziploc bag as a snack on a hike or something like that if I'm going to the park.
True.
Yep.
Oh, wow.
And it's just, and these are so wonderful. It's like I'm eating a yummy chocolate, but really I'm getting a bunch of vitamins and minerals in the wheat, good calories and carbohydrates that are going to give me energy. Now there are 12 grams of added sugar in a whole serving, but yeah.
But it's a nice little bonus. And okay, the milk. It doesn't. Okay, there's a bit of a cocoa is going off into the milk. It can see there's like little brown swirls in there. I think it's Bologna.
It does say on the back of the box, you guys, that it is supposed to turn the milk chocolatey, but like Max is saying, that might be like if the cereal sits in the milk a little bit longer, or maybe if you take your spoon and you break the biscuits in the milk, that would help them. Ooh, Max, look how much chocolate's in this one.
Oh my.
You guys can probably see that even from there.
Yeah, honestly, it's fun. It's a fun little thing to note on the front of the box, but honestly, with cocoa cereals, like chocolate cereals, I kind of expect that, to be honest. So I'm a little surprised they even like bothered mentioning that. Like I think even chocolate frosted mini wheats themselves like did this, but
and it didn't do it extreme.
No, it
actually
didn't.
I mean I can't even really notice that it did.
Maybe if I had like the full serving, but
yeah.
I don't know.
And again, I think
know,
it would.
That felt like a good serving.
Yeah.
I'm happy with that. Let me see how it tastes. Yeah, you'd probably need it to sit a little longer. It's very faint.
When I was little, when I would eat different shredded wheat
there, but not quite.
Products, I would imagine they were little bales of hay.
Yeah,
I actually thought that was a good thing. But I also grew up to be a grown-up person who likes matcha, which to me tastes like, which is a drink that I like to drink it hot.
Yeah.
And I say it tastes just like lawn grass. But, so I guess I like kind of unusual things. Like a bale of hay.
Yeah. That's not bad. I mean, it's a good milk chocolate cereal, but give me just a little more time, I think, you guys. How about you?
Well, I need a little bit of time to finish mine. So,
well,
yeah.
All right. I mean, I guess in that case, I think that it's...
Hi everyone, I'm Jack Lightning, the fastest member of the Seriously Cereal team. You know what I like even more than being fast? Going on field trips. Today, we're going to...
The aquarium!
Let's go!
Okay. I'm feeling refreshed, and I think I'm about ready to wrap this up.
Well, the scores were tricky. They're tricky sometimes. It's not always easy to find the right score.
Ooh, fan mail! Thank you, Numbsters!
Thanks! And thank you. We love hearing from you.
We really do. All right. Let's see what you've sent in today.
Fan mail.
Okay, so this is a letter to me from Marianne W. Hi, Marianne.
Hi, Marianne.
And this is through the mailbox on the website. Okay, and Marianne writes, many years ago, my neighbor's young daughter appeared in a television show with you, Maxwell. The show was called Ghost Sniffers. Yes, I watched it to support her. I attended a red carpet for the show. I drove 2 hours to be there and got to go over the Tacoma Narrows Bridge at night. It was beautiful. That night, I bought a card game that tells a story, and I have read the cards of that game several times. The story is so charming. Will Seriously Cereal ever have a story card game? I noticed that there are cards with characters on them with the Seriously Cereal figurines you sell. Can the Maxwell character from Seriously Cereal play a Ghost Sniffers game? Oh my!
Marianne, you have eagle eyes. That is absolutely right. There is a card, a trading card, that is sold with the Lego, the Maxwell Lego figure at seriouslycereal.org. And it's also, there's another one, a different card, that is sold with the Maxwell domed bobblehead figure.
Yeah.
And these cards, they have like little character statistics.
Yeah.
They have like endurance, dexterity, intellect, charisma, all of that. They do indeed have them right on the card, and they are playable. Mm-hmm. So it is true, you guys, when Maxwell was a little boy, he played a character. Actually, he played two characters,
yes.
twins,
they were brothers. Yeah.
On a show called Ghost Sniffers Inc.
Yes.
And it was about a group of kids that ran a tiny company called Ghost Sniffers Inc. Yeah. Kind of like Scooby-Doo, and the way the kids in Scooby-Doo ran a little mystery solving company. Yeah. And Ghost Sniffers Inc. would solve wacky and spooky mysteries because each of the kids had a little magic power. Mm-hmm. And one of the things that was very popular were they were these card games, Ghost Sniffers card games that were a story card game. So that every card, there was a little story, and then you would roll a dice and you would play with your characters to see how the story would progress. Yeah. Now, adventure decks are something from Blue Forge Gaming. Mm-hmm. That is the game part of Blue Forge.
Who would have guessed?
Blue Forge Films is what makes Seriously Cereal.
Yes.
So Blue Forge Gaming made these really cool card games called adventure decks that tell a story. And Maxwell and I would love to make a Seriously Cereal adventure deck.
Yeah.
That's what these little cards would indeed be good, and they would work with that adventure deck. Yeah. So yes, the Maxwell card you could use a Maxwell card and have Seriously Cereal Maxwell play a Ghost Sniffers Inc. adventure deck. But we're hoping that this year, maybe around Christmas time, we'll have a Seriously Cereal themed deck that would come with Bowler and Spoonie character cards and maybe some other character cards. Maybe. But yes, in the meantime, Marianne, if you wanted to, you could play a Maxwell card with your Ghost Sniffers adventure deck. Yeah. That is so cool that you have that. And what a wonderful story to share about crossing the Tacoma Narrows. I also really like the Tacoma Narrows Bridge all lit up at night.
Yeah, it's very pretty.
So, Maxwell,
yes.
You actually, now that I'm thinking about it, I want to say you wrote some of the stories for the Ghost Sniffers adventure decks, didn't you?
Yeah, those are like the four. There was like the haunted house and like the island, right?
Yeah, haunted carnival.
Yeah. I did write some of those. I think I want to say I wrote literally those two: the island and the haunted mansion. Maybe was there
High Seas?
Did I write the carnival one?
I want to say you did, and your sister did a lot of the artwork.
Yeah.
Faith did a lot of the artwork for those cards.
And I want to say that she wrote or helped write the one of the aliens and
Area 51 and a half.
Yes.
Since this was a kids show, it was actually very similar. The audience was very similar to what Seriously Serial has in terms of kiddos, because grown-ups also really liked that show and watched that show as well. But Maxwell, do you know your score?
I think I do. And just one more thing, Marianne, if you are asking if the Maxwell character from Seriously Serial, me right here, can play a Ghost Sniffers game sometime, well, I think that you can. And as for whether or not I'll ever play a Ghost Sniffers game,
well, not on the show, probably.
Probably not. But
yeah.
Well,
I think, though, Maxwell, you might play a Ghost Sniffers game in the how-to video for the Ghost Sniffers Adventure
that's
Deck.
true, but that's just Maxwell the meme.
Yes, that's true.
A little bit different.
I have my score as well, so thank you, Marianne, for writing in. And I will definitely lean on Maxwell to get the Seriously Serial Adventure Deck done this year.
Yep, should be done pretty soon.
Yeah.
All right, Spoonie, time to score.
Awesome.
Thanks for watching, everyone.
Did you know that everyone here at Seriously Serial is a volunteer? We are. And you can support the show over at seriouslyserial.org.
Because Seriously Serial is safe for kids, YouTube turns off comments when we post episodes online. But we love hearing from you. Go to seriouslyserial.org and use the mailbox button to send us a message. We might read it in a future episode.
Find new episodes of Seriously Serial every Saturday morning on YouTube, on public access television, and at seriouslyserial.org.
See you next time.
Bye.
Start your day with Silly and Safe. Start your day with Sassy and Sage. Sincerely,